24/7. To deliver the valedictory address, I now call upon the valedictorian of the class of 2017, Christina Shin.
Good afternoon. High school is a unique experience. It's a time in your life when you have to take classes that you might absolutely despise, to the classes that you pleasantly find out that you love. It's a time in which you discover more about who you are and who others are. It's a time in which you have to deal with being too young, but also being just young enough to be daring and adventurous. Personally, it was a time in which I asked a lot of questions, and so in turn, I have a question for you. Do you believe in love at first sight? It isn't a rhetorical question. Raise your hands. Active participation is welcome. Oh wow, cynicism, pessimism. I ask this question because I think the most important lesson that I've learned in high school is how to fall in love at first sight and pursue it. Now hang in with me. Don't disclaim my speech too quickly. Love at first sight is a lot like high school. Surreal. Can potentially lead to terrible outcomes, or maybe pave the way to the best decisions of your life. Therefore, love at first sight may not lead to a true love that lasts for a lifetime. However, love is comprised of moments in which you fall in love at first sight, and I firmly believe that it is our decision whether or not we pursue them. Love sometimes gets a bad reputation. Instead, we use words like interest, passion, but I do not think that we exist on the planet to find our interests or our passions. Passion and love may be used as synonyms, but there's a subtle difference between I am searching for my passion and I am searching for my love. I think the general consensus is that passion would be the preferred word. And yet, if I ask whether you could not live without passion or love, I'm sure that you would choose love. I believe the unwillingness to use the word love in a previous scenario is because there's a certain vulnerability that tinges the word love that passion does not have. The danger with using the word love is that it makes ourselves vulnerable, because if we fall out of love, we think we failed. If we have to give up what we love, we have failed. But if we do not pursue what we love at all, haven't we failed before we even started? Isn't the best part of falling in love is that we can fall in love, but also out and in again multiple times? If anything, high school has taught us to deal with failure. When we fail that test and have to show up to class the next day, when we lose the game but still come to practice the next afternoon, when we lose a friend but have to pass by them every single day in the hallway. High school has taught us that we will fail, and it will be embarrassing, but we can succeed the next time only if we are willing to take the risk of failing and being embarrassed another time. I know it isn't as easy as I'm describing it. Failing in high school isn't on the same level of failing in the real world. But what I loved learning the most this year isn't economics or where you are going to college. It was hearing your life experiences, and your hopes and your dreams and your TED Talks. And it breaks my heart to imagine anyone in our class giving up what they love in exchange for practicality. The best case scenario is if your love coincides with practicality, but I know that it often isn't the case. When I wrote this speech, I thought about talking about more serious topics, like how to be socially aware or how to be a citizen of the world. And those topics are not important, but I wanted to address our immediate future. Parents and wiser adults will tell you to pursue practical jobs, which is good in that it will keep you out of poverty, but disappointing if it keeps you from pursuing your passion and your love. But like J.K. Rowling once said, there's an expiration date on how long we can blame our parents for what we do and do not do. More practical people will tell you now, but I wanted this chance to tell you yes. And more importantly, change your mind so that you will say yes to yourself and to your dreams and to love. In the past, I've fallen in love with writing, film, chemistry. That's a complete outlier that I'm still not sure how to explain, except for the fact that we have some awesome science faculty at Marist. And most recently, with the second PowerPoint slide with the black background illuminating the bright white word seeing, I fell in love with art history. After hearing your TED Talk, I think that many of us have had similar paths. We think we're going to become this thing, and then we change our minds, and then surprise, we change our minds again. Regardless of what we become, I think the who matters much more. And Marist has taught us to value character more than any number we receive on a paper or a test. Coach Strickland reminds us before every assessment that our character matters much more than any number atop a page. Mr. Romano tells us that nothing will happen today that we and God cannot handle together. Dr. Hebb repeats that all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. Now, I'm going to borrow some words, which many of y'all have heard because it's my senior quote and my poem and my Marist bio, from The Invitation by Oriah Mountain Dreamer. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive. Good words. It doesn't really matter to me what you become. Instead, I want to know who you will become. No matter where you go, left, right, through the ups and downs, to medical school or Broadway, I hope that you will become a person who believes in love. So, I'd like to add a line to the poet's words. I want to know if you will fall in love at first sight, taking the risk to fail, and be willing to accept the many failures, and to fall in love at first sight one more time. Thank you so much for letting me know and be a part of an incredible group of people, class of 2017. And I can't wait to see you again. So goodbye, and see you later. Thank you.
Many thanks to you, Christina. You now have a couple of thousand people here thinking about